my husband and son are out chopping up wood and doing all sorts of fall things, and I am inside and I'm going to make dinner, and today we're having pizza. I've seen a lot of different recipes out there for carnivore crust. A lot of them are just cheese or chicken and cheese. Some of them use pork rinds, crushed pork rinds. I'm gonna do kind of a combination of everything today. I'm making it up as I go. We'll see how it turns out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually crush up my pork rinds. I got these from Aldi. These are pretty good as far as ingredients go. They have pork rinds, salt, and then there's natural smoke flavor. So that's questionable, but otherwise, I'm gonna throw a whole bag of this in my blender and give it a little whirl and make some pork flour. Okay, it looks like brown sugar, but what an interesting consistency. I could see why this would make a good crust, actually. All right, so a lot of the other recipes I saw included eggs, chicken, cheese. So we're actually gonna go ahead and add, we'll do 2 eggs. And for chicken, I have a can of chicken, and I know I feel like that's cheating, but also I'm kind of going for convenience today. I'm cooking sausage in the background. If you hear a sizzle, that's what it is. This would be much better with like a rotisserie chicken. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and add this can of chicken. We're gonna do 2 eggs right in the blender. So the next thing I thought would be delicious is a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup. We're gonna give this a whirl, try to blend it up and see what happens. All right, do you wanna see what I'm looking at? I'll pull out a little bit. It has a very like dough-like consistency. I'm actually super impressed right now. It smells good. Also, disclaimer, I just read the ingredients on that dried Parmesan, and for some reason I just didn't even look at it when I was in the store. Maybe not the best choice. I probably should have gone with actual like real shredded Parmesan. So I'm gonna line my pan with parchment paper. That's what the dough looks like. It actually looks like a dough. That's crazy. I'm just gonna ball it up, and then I'm gonna flatten it out with a rolling pin and another piece of parchment paper to make a crust. Okay, there's my crust. I just shaped it nice and round. It is about, I don't know, maybe like a 1/4 inch thick. So I have my oven preheated to 350. I'm gonna pop this in there for about 15 minutes and then check on it. Looks like a pizza crust. So I actually ended up baking this for a full ½ hour because I don't want it to be soggy. All right, so I'm gonna put my cheese down first because I did see a video that said if you put your sauce down first, it makes your crust soggy. We don't want that. Be good. I made homemade Alfredo sauce for the sauce. This is just butter, cream, and grated Parmesan cheese all melted together. And my tip is to let the sauce cool down before you put it on the pizza because it will thicken up quite a bit. So hopefully it won't soak into the crust. So I threw the pizza back into the oven at 350 for another 15 minutes or so. I just turned the broiler on just to give it a little bit of pizzazz on the top. There is a lot of cheese in this pizza, and weirdly enough, I'm not even hungry, but that's because I sampled way too much of the Alfredo sauce. It looks like pizza. That'll do. Okay, so the crust is not like crunchy or like crispy, but it's definitely not soggy. It's like actually really good consistency. It's really good. I will absolutely be making this again.